our names to show which one of us says what.
Oh, looks at Jeremy and laughs.
Also, you aren't supposed to read the actions out loud. You are supposed to act them out. Have you ever read straight off of a script so that it is obvious that you are reading straight off of the script in front of people before?
No.
It's no secret that Daniel and I are great friends, and have been great friends for a while, but I doubt any of you have heard the story of how we met.
Yes, it's a story of love, hate, betrayal, and redemption.
That sounds like Jesus.
It does.
It's no secret that we started out as rivals on the Mara baseball field. I was a force on the baseball diamond, partially because I was pretty talented, but mostly because I was a very large fourth grader.
Jeremy was really good all around. I, on the other hand, was repping a .100 batting average, but I had the fielding talent to back it up, so I mean, I was pretty good.
Yeah, Daniel also wore a mask when he hit, so he was basically a softball player. And as time went on, we ended up being in the same 6th grade classes together, and it became very apparent to our teachers that they had two intellectual giants on their hands.
And they weren't us. As time went on, Jeremy and I both got very involved in church and at Fuel. We both became Fuel group leaders freshman year, and eventually we became the official social media correspondents for the Fuel Spud, which brings us to right now.
Yeah, so we'd like to take a second to talk about some of the highlights of this senior class. First, we'd like to apologize to any of our middle school leaders that we maybe permanently traumatized in 7th and 8th grade.
Yes, sorry to Andrew Lyons and Nate Pillmore, as Jeremy and I consistently harassed them for no apparent reason. But I will say we managed to make 2 leaders stop teaching in 9th grade. It got to the point where we were assigned Ryan Jackson to be our Fuel leader.
You don't want Ryan as your Fuel leader.
It's terrible.
But that all came full circle, of course, when Daniel and I were high school leaders, and we got tasked with the near impossibility of corralling the likes of James T. Parks Lewis, Russell Engel, and Bradley Hunt.
Another incredible highlight was this year, the 9:30 guys at Sunday school made an amazing Jenga tower that lasted the entire Sunday school session while Mr. Kruger taught the lesson.
So, is that props to us or props to him?
That's both.
My favorite memory is probably a tie between when our senior class went caroling at C2. It was like 80 degrees. And then probably recently the droppage of Cultivate, the electric giving.
We planted this. The ultimate highlight is seeing our senior class pursue something after high school, whether go to college or go on another path. So seniors, give yourself a hand, because that's pretty awesome.
So Daniel and I are here to speak to you guys on behalf of the seniors and talk about what Fuel has done for us and what it means to us.
We planted a secret agent that may have casually asked you questions about Fuel. For his or her protection, they will remain unnamed.
Do you mean Mrs. Haney?
So we heard a lot of people through our sources and through direct contact. Jeremy, we got a lot of good and interesting answers. What was your favorite answer to the question, what has Fuel meant to you?
Well, I'd probably say my favorite answer was either good, smiley face, or ha ha, I know, right? What about you?
It's a toss-up between yay and that's true.
So those are some of the silly answers, or maybe now that we think about it, maybe Mrs. Haney was responding to our text messages. But we also did get some really good answers from some people.
My favorite was someone said, quote, "Karma was so intentional in serving and investing in students' lives."
Yeah, a lot of our responses have had positive feedback about C2. And so they liked that setup. And then a lot of our seniors also liked how our leaders would be involved in their daily lives. So Mrs. Haney, in particular, she sent encouraging messages or pictures nearly every day. So thank you for that.
One senior also expressed their enjoyment for discipleship community because it was so easy to ask difficult questions and for those difficult questions to be answered.
Daniel, it seems like we've gotten a pretty good general idea of what Fuel has done for the senior class. Is there anything specific that you'd like to speak about?
Well, yes, I would. Station 56 has been really awesome. It has allowed me to use my musical talents to glorify God. I love playing with everyone on the team, and it introduced me to some new things as a musician.
New things as a musician? What are some of those things, Daniel?
Well, Station 56 was the first time I ever used something called a click track. And if you're a musician and have never used a click track, you are lucky. Because it is a metronome that plays in your ear consistently, and you can't stop it. And it's the worst. It's the worst. And but apparently some musicians like that. So I mean, it was good, I guess. Not really.
Yeah, for me, I've gotten the opportunity to go on mission trips to Mexico, and Washington D.C. and Kenya. It's a little out of order, whatever. So I've gotten to serve at these locations and gotten to experience different cultures and different people. And what I will remember most is the people and how these experiences have shaped me. And so those people are like Georgie from Big Heart Orphanage and Andrew from Tenwick Community Hospital. They will be very important to me always. And another person that has a special place in my heart is the man at the water park I met in Mexico. He gave me the nickname White Lightning as I zoomed down a water slide. So thank you.
At this time, we would like to thank all of our youth leaders and pastors as they have invested so much time and effort not only into our lives, but into all the lives of the senior class.
Yeah, first off, we want to thank Ryan Jackson and Joseph McMurray for being great youth pastors. Joseph's not here at Carmel with us anymore, but his leadership and mentoring to us has been tremendous. Joseph really cleared paths for us to become leaders and shows the importance of intentionality. Ryan, you've given us a great example of how to serve well and how to lead a life in pursuit of a relationship with God. Ryan's humility and willingness to be open has really helped us understand the dependency we must have on God. I know Daniel and I would not be where we are today without these two men.
Also, we would like to thank our very important leaders like Kristen, Josh, Rachel, and the small group leaders who have invested in helping create the community at Fuel. We would also like to thank all the parents that have loved us unconditionally and guided us to this point.
Above all, we want to thank God for placing this leadership in our lives and teaching and grooming us through them.
Thank you very much, and now Jeremy will pray.
All right, let's bow our heads. God, we thank you for each person that is in here. God, I thank you for the seniors that are in here. God, I thank you for how we've stumbled and how we have grown. Lord, I pray blessing over this senior class, the classes to come, and for Fuel Student Ministry. God, I pray that we would commit to you in whatever we do, and that you will guide us and establish your plans. Amen.
Thank you, Jeremy and Daniel. Great job.